And Ayrton, hit that bean footage.
I snap my fingers. You forget that you're ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never gay.
Okay.
No, I was never gay.
Sure.
You can't just state something, then snap your fingers, and then be like, I was never gay.
You say so.
Fantastic.
I believe
Welcome to the Gospel of Comics, everybody.
I've done that with all of you individually, by the way.
I mean, I was never gay, though.
Of course you weren't. Whatever you say, pal.
So how's your Labor Day been, guys?
Well, Larry, I have to ask you. Could you imagine if you were never gay?
Well, I can't because I've never been gay.
But did you have breakfast this morning?
I did.
Oh, well, good.
And my breakfast this morning was a fruit salad.
Wait a goddamn minute.
Fuck, where's my sound effect? There it is.
Gay!
Hey, it's only gay if he tossed it.
No, it's only
Wait,
gay if you don't
hold
have
on.
socks on.
I was going to say, were you wearing socks while you ate this fruit salad?
Speaking of that, did I tell you guys my next tattoo idea?
Is it permanent sock?
I'm gonna get a sock tattooed on one of my feet. So I always have a sock on no matter what.
I'm going to lower Rune's volume a little bit. He's
that was
very
loud.
fucking loud.
I'm sorry. I'm just dying over here. Don't mind me.
So what all did you have?
Do it quieter.
So what all did you have to eat to celebrate the fact that our government made a deal with the communists to just be labor unionists?
Smoked sausage and some hummus.
String cheese and coffee.
A lot of chicken.
I also had a lot of chicken. We got some chicken. We put it in an egg wash. We got it breaded up. We got it fried up. Made it gravy. Had some little white potatoes. I made those into like a pseudo mashed potato sort of situation with the gravy on top of there. And I had some green beans.
Man, you're way too fancy for the rest of us.
I mean, it's just chicken breast. Chicken breast isn't fancy.
I mean, when you do a bunch of weird shit to it, it is.
I mean, my mom, she used a saucer to score the meat so that the breading and the egg wash could get in there.
Let me just put it like this, Larry. I've been very excited recently because I have found that you can get the Bojangles chicken, the Cajun fillets, at a local meat market in a bag. And that's been the highlight of pretty much this year.
Yeah. You know what's not been a highlight of this year? The Crow movie.
What a segue. What
I know.
a segue. I'm giving
It
you some applause for that
one. Joe and I both went balls deep into the Crow movie, and
I actually watched something much better than that. I watched 7 of the 10 Fast and Furious movies.
Well, let me tell you something. All 10 of the Fast and the Furious movies were better than this movie.
Wait, even Tokyo Drift?
Especially Tokyo Drift.
Hey, continue.
Joe,
Well,
you with me here?
See, here's the thing. Fast and the Furious is about family. And if The Crow had been about family, it would have actually succeeded at being a Crow movie. But it wasn't.
It was about being a simp. He was
And I
about
wanna
being
be-
the biggest simp of all time.
And I want to be extra clear, Larry may have gone balls deep into the Crow movie. I did not, because you look at those terrible fucking tattoo jobs, that's called syphilis and other STDs I don't want.
So, you remember the Crow movie, right, Church? And you read the Crow
The
comic,
original
right?
with Brandon Lee
Yeah.
and the comic book.
Yeah, the elements of the Crow that were good, yes.
Yeah.
So what if, instead of being about a man wanting to get revenge against people who did something wrong, we spend half the movie about Eric and his girlfriend's relationship?
Why would
How
we
would
do
be?
that?
That's an excellent question. If we ever get the opportunity to speak to the director of this movie, we should ask him that.
Well, I think that you are overlaying several steps of stupid that haven't been addressed in other reviews. See, in the original and in the comic, they are a result of random acts of callous violence, right? So, objectively innocent people targeted for nothing.
Or as they
Okay.
call it in Detroit, a Tuesday.
A Tuesday. But in the new and improved alternate Crow,
For modern audiences.
yeah, for modern audiences, in fact, Shelley was in the know about something which apparently related to the character that's not Top Dollar and it's not T-Bird, because we don't have any of the original actual villains from the comic in this new version of the Crow, who apparently is from hell because he made a deal with Satan to live forever if he offers up innocent people, which he apparently, I don't know, sucks their soul out by talking in their fucking ear with like his tongue.
Hold on, real quick. Are you sure it was to live forever and not that everyone would forget who he was?
Are you sure
No,
you're
it's
not
live
talking about
forever.
my ex-wife?
Why not both? I mean, ¿por qué dos? What I'm getting at
could be
is
your ex-wife here.
what I'm getting at here is that in the first, no one is innocent. No one was not already a piece of shit when this went down. Okay, so there's no outrage beyond my girlfriend died. But then we have to address, well, wait a minute, how did Shelley and Brandon meet? Oh, that's right. Because they were both in rehab.
Character's name is Eric.
You are correct. It is Eric, except it's not, because they've changed up everything needlessly. But they both met in rehab, and for the first 20 minutes to a half hour of the film, before they start just randomly getting naked and banging, they spend it in pink onesies, because clearly rehabs are
What's wrong with onesies?
well, I'm just saying rehab in this universe is apparently co-ed, and we put
And based around humiliation fetish.
Yeah, and we put the tweakers in repulsive, embarrassing pink onesies. I'm sorry, they're not even pink. They're like fuchsia. They're mauve.
And then
Do you have socks on?
I do.
He does.
I don't know if I believe you. No straight guy should know the difference between those colors.
Yeah, but
And,
I went to art school, man.
Oh yeah. Well, so you're not entirely. So you don't entirely have socks on. If you
well, they're lacy socks.
No, they're actual like full up to the knee socks. They're
up to the knee.
Yeah, I don't wear fucking crew socks like a weirdo. Do I look like I live on a naval ship?
The survey says gay.
So
I'm also wearing my work boots, so fuck you.
They're in rehab. They just leave.
Yeah, they escape by just leaving through a window.
Hold on, I'm still stuck on the knee sock thing. They have knee socks that aren't just like like women's lingerie? That's
Yeah.
a thing?
No, you're thinking of like thigh highs. I'm talking about socks that go from your toe to your knee and
Yeah,
stop.
I've literally never seen that.
Those are actual human socks. Nobody wears those fucking Healy
No.
socks.
No,
No,
I wear
wear
those.
no. The
Uh,
socks I wear go like halfway up my calf.
Yeah.
Those are also acceptable socks.
Yeah, I don't wear like the short ones that barely cover the back of your foot. But
Nobody,
like,
I do.
nobody fucking wears the shorties.
Well, I mean,
I do.
church does.
Look, Church is a man with 3 children and a hot wife. If he wants to wear the wrong socks, I am not going to stop him.
No, it's not the wrong socks. My legs are like as big around as tree trunks.
Right. And as are your biceps. And if you walk up to me and you say, I'm going to wear the socks I feel like wearing, I'm going to go, yes, sir. Yes, you are.
So anyway, our protagonists break out of rehab by just leaving.
Yeah, just
And then-
leaving and jumping in the first truck that passes by, and the first truck just takes them. No one
And then
actually
they-
chases them.
And then they just have wild, druggy sex in his
Let's-
girlfriend's apartment.
Yeah, but again, let's be clear. She was being chased by bad guys because she saw something or knew something she wasn't supposed to know about. She got picked up by the cops for being a druggie. Got thrown into rehab. They escaped rehab because they were going to get caught by the bad guys who somehow found them at rehab, where no one knew where she was. They jump the first vehicle they find, and then the second they're in the city, they just go back to her fucking apartment that everyone knows where is, because she's in the book. They don't go hide in some, hidey hole. They don't go to a tweaker den. They go back to her high-end apartment to fuck for 3 minutes.
Well, here's the thing: if they found him at rehab, I mean, what's the point of hiding?
You know, you just go to another town. They might not be in another town.
Look, Larry, that implies logic, and you told me there's none of that in this movie.
or there's countries without extradition treaties.
I mean, look, just imagine if the director had breakfast that morning.
So the bad guys murder them
Right.
by suffocating them to death, which should actually get in the way of the bad guy sending Shelley to hell like he's supposed to, but it doesn't this time for some reason.
Right. So, yet again, major changes. Shelley didn't go to heaven because she's an innocent. She went to hell because she was killed by the hell people.
I'm good with this.
And then our protagonist comes back from the dead, and he gets his ass beat by the bad guys a lot.
Because he doesn't know how his powers work and doesn't know anything about his status. And they also don't successfully point out that it's been like a year since he died. Because they treat everything like time doesn't exist. So everything's happening within a couple of days. But again, context changes. He can only come back because his love for Shelley is pure. So his tweaker lust is pure. As long as he's a pure simp, he can live forever with the power of a god. But when he finds out that Shelley might not be the good person that he thought he was, he has doubts. So he gets killed. And he dies again. And the only way he can come back is to give his life to the Crow for a super extra special superhero promise. So that he can come back again. But he gives everything away to vengeance.
Very good. I'm good with this.
I don't know why. It's stupid. It's stupid as shit. Because the trade that he has made is if he kills the bad guy, because apparently whatever being he's making a deal with is real mad that the bad guy is back on Earth and living forever when he's supposed to die, because that's not balance. Shelley gets to come back. So Eric Draven gets to go be a superhero and murder dudes, but Shelley, a piece of shit who was a piece of shit from piece of shit town that he banged once after meeting in rehab, she gets to live again because that's okay. After having gone to hell and seen what hell was like, because we didn't actually say that she forgets everything and lives a happy life, only that she gets to live again. Which does not preclude going to hell later.
Well, I mean, maybe she stopped being a junkie.
So,
Well, I mean, she convinces her boyfriend to become a simp and damn his soul, his eternal soul. So, I mean, she's going to hell too.
they haven't even opined that this is a setting where God exists. Just hell and a non-specific Aramaic man who talks about death and balance, because he's not the fucking crow. Because the crow is an aesthetic now. It's just an animal that follows him around. We have no idea why the crow is a component of his existence.
Is there an actual crow that follows him around as like his life counter?
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't tell you that he's only alive because of the crow. They, in fact, opine that the powers are inside him. And all of this building up to a single, because we didn't have more action scenes throughout the movie. It wasn't an action film. It wasn't a revenge thriller. We have one garish, loud, stupid fight scene where he literally just kills a bunch of random dudes for no reason because they happen to be protecting the bad guy. It doesn't even help him get to the bad guy. And it's not even entertaining. It's like the most needlessly violent, stupid fight I've ever seen. And I love me the hyper-violence. Larry and I argue deeply.
I don't know, man. I saw a group of cars take on a tank, a 10-ton safe, a cargo plane.
Hold up.
Several tractor trailers.
Hold up. You also saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson kick a submarine.
All right.
Oh, and a submarine. You're right. Yeah, they fought a submarine.
So here's the thing. In that fight scene, Eric shows up with a samurai sword because in the comic he's got a samurai sword, right? And he starts killing dudes with the samurai sword, right? Until he runs a guy through and lets the samurai sword go, and picks up a gun and starts shooting guys. So some other guy picks up the samurai sword that he dropped and runs him through with it from behind. And he just stands there with, oh shit, I've got a sword through my chest, and is still fighting guys, which would almost be cool, except he's not real good at fighting this time because they didn't actually get a martial artist. They just got, Skarsgård to look tough. So at one point, because he's getting his shit kicked in by two guys, he kills one guy and then falls down on the other guy and kills him by grabbing him by the head and pushing his face onto the sword that's still inside him. And then rolls over onto his back and is laying there with the sword sticking out of him like he's real tired while getting shot by a dude that's standing there. Because there's no stakes in this fight, and at no point does Skarsgård look like he's actually a capable combatant who's intimidating.
And also, all the digital blood squibs look terrible with the way the fight scenes are shot.
Right, none of this is practical. None of this is practical combat or practical effects.
Who's the rapper with the 69 tattooed on his face?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, so basically his tattoo aesthetic is like Tekashi 6ix9ine, but Tekashi 6ix9ine downloaded My Chemical Romance into his brain.
I think that is just Tekashi 6ix9ine.
But this is not good. It's being lambasted, and rightly so. But you know what? I did see something. I saw two things that were good.
Let me get in here and break up your stuff.
Please do.
Real quick. I have some things. Real quick. First, let's appreciate this for what it is. Let's see. They're not gonna. Oh, no, there we go. I got it. Very good. All right, so that's that. I can. It's just. This has got to be good for YouTube. So this is the Crow movie, right?
No.
But I mean, he does look like that. Just
is it color. Better or worse than the Crow movie?
It is better. It is absolutely better.
as much as I despise that clip, I will say, big booty women is more appealing than the Crow movie.
Okay,
All
what
right,
about the
so-
premise that Stuffy Bunny tried to exercise, failed, and then ate Subway? Is that going to be better than the Crow movie?
I am
Yes.
horrified to say I am still waiting to see that.
All right,
So-
we'll break in with this before we move on to another review.
Yes. This
and
this is a good
Mr. John
vid show.
Dillard. Mr. John Dillard has a new project that we will be promoting here.
I mean, we've talked about the project for a while now.
It is the yes, but this is the trailer.
It's a good trailer.
This is the Mighty Golden Patriot by Dillard Draws. Here we go.
Lieutenant Rogers, this is a time-sensitive critical mission. You must precede the Nazi force and secure the artifact and get to the extraction point before they arrive. Failure to do so will result in being hopelessly outnumbered.
Nazi commanders in Western
It's time we take the fight.
The latest news we have of the Allied invasion of northwestern France is still in that direction from the aggressive.
Socially decide the problem.
Along the whole North African coastline, the Allies can strike simultaneously.
All right, now I love and respect John Dillard, and I've seen that the Yellow Flash can produce some great work, but none of you people can tell me that isn't just a Sixth Ranger and Captain America having a love child.
That was my
Well,
thought. Too.
it's actually
And Hawkman.
It's actually a common writer sort of deal.
No, I'm an American. That is a Sixth Ranger.
Even
And-
if those comparisons are true, here's the thing: none of that tells me I don't want to read it.
Oh no, I didn't say anything about that.
And
I-
don't
I
forget,
would-
there's also a dash of Hawkman in there just for you, Church.
Just for me, just because I hate it so much. But no, that looks really good. I'm always down to see a new iteration of fighting the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see where this goes. Now, what will really be the test of time to see if this story can actually continue out beyond fighting the Nazis.
I agree.
You know, if we have to freeze them for 60 years, then we might have some problems. But we'll see where we go with this.
Yeah, I
So-
like it.
Yeah.
So, Church, did you know that there was a new Terminator project that was rolled out?
A new Terminator project. I believe
That's
you said
right.
something along the lines of Terminator Zero, correct?
That is the name of the show. It's an
Isn't
anime.
Oh, I thought AI was just finally starting to kill people.
No, it wasn't. And what I can say about this show is this show starts to do some interesting things with the Terminator storylines that no one else has thought to do. So our central protagonist figure is a guy who runs an advanced tech firm, and he's made an AI. And his AI asks a question that I think is an important one that we've never seen answered in Terminator previously. And should this show get a second season, which I suspect it will, we'll hear an answer to is, what's Skynet's plan for after it kills all humans? What does it do? What's the next
well,
phase?
I think it starts growing humans as batteries to, use as energy sources.
I mean, that's a good pitch. That's a good pitch. So
I posit has a Coke.
our main.
They might be out of Coke. Would Pepsi be okay?
I mean, it's up to you, really.
So
Well, wait. So you mean to tell me that all the on? Wait, did I fall out there for a minute before
You
I could
did.
finish what I was saying?
You did.
Ah,
You did.
okay. I'll have a Coke then.
A Coke
So,
or some Coke?
So our main protagonist, the A protagonist, is rich science guy who's building a counter Skynet AI, and the B protagonist is future woman who's coming for the future to stop him because he's making another AI. That's not good. Bad things are going to happen because of that. But also, Skynet's sending somebody back to kill him. But what turns out to happen is that he's actually from the future. And that's why he's built this AI to be a counter to Skynet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the woman who's coming from the future to stop him is his own mother.
I hate all the words you're saying to me right now, Larry.
Why do you hate all the words?
I hate all the words you're saying because it's so fucking convoluted.
I mean, it's a time travel. It's a time travel story. So the Japanese Skynet makes an anti-nuclear defense shield somehow, and has its own army of robots to protect humanity. Admittedly, those robots also enslave humanity. But it was convinced by the end of the series that, maybe we need to protect humanity. Maybe we need to do something about this Skynet. It's a good show. Main character's got 3 kids that represent a gambit of human experience and emotions. One kid wants to, F all the robots with a giant EMP. And the robots are like, listen, kid, I know you're angry about this stuff. I'd be angry too, but if you do this, I can't protect your family. And then you'll all die for nothing. It's good. It was a good, enjoyable time. I recommend watching it. Now, something that has been happening on Netflix is Netflix been getting a lot of things ported over from other shows, other streaming services, other companies are saying, listen, we need some cash, so we're going to put some stuff on the Netflix. Did you ever watch The Maltese Falcon, Church?
The what?
What'd you just call me?
The Maltese Falcon. Any of the adventures of noted noir detective Sam Spade.
I have heard of this. I didn't watch it. There was some old noir based around it. I believe there was a novel.
A series of
Okay.
novels. So Sam Spade's your hard-boiled detective, and this movie is based on the premise of whatever happened to him. Well, one story is he went to France and retired, and this is the story. So Sam had a dame who he was into, but ended up being imprisoned in Turkey for reasons.
Was it a dame or a broad?
She was a dame. She
Okay.
had been abroad, but she became a dame.
Yeah, you don't date abroad. You date a dame.
All right.
And she gave Sam some money to help her kid find her dad in France. But her dad is a degenerate a-hole. And then we flash forward to the 60s. Sam's older. He had married a hot, rich French lady, got all her money. And he's now living the good life. But there's a whole unfolding series of conspiracies involving said a-hole Frenchman. And Sam's got to clean up this last bit of business. And he's got to deal with this young lady who's kind of angry that the person whose mom entrusted her to let her live in an orphanage and be raised by nuns. Those nuns later get murdered. It's
an excellent detective story, an excellent spy story. It's all around a good show. It's an Anglo-American, it's a Franco-American production, and it's an Anglo-Franco cast. So it's mostly French actors with some Americans and some French. This is British, excuse me, and it's really good. I highly recommend it. Give me a moment. I have a loud animal I have to take care of.
Jeez.
Yeah. I guess.
Sorry, my cat was being obnoxious.
Oh no, you're good. The next thing that I have kind of ties back into the title of the show. So there is a streaming show. I believe it's on Hulu. Let me just double check. Yeah. So there's a streaming show on Hulu that is anybody familiar with the actor Kevin James, Paul Blart Mall Cop?
I am.
Oh,
Yes,
that
I
guy.
am familiar with his existence. I really don't care for his work.
Okay, so he did a show that a lot of people are familiar with him called King of Queens.
Yep.
Everybody familiar with that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where he played
That was a good
the
show.
bumbling he played the bumbling husband, and basically was always kind of in his wife's way, and had a father-in-law who was also in the wife's way, and she just kind of existed, and everything that he did either worked out in the end or he never really got in trouble for. Well, then they spun this off into another show starring Kevin James called Kevin Can Wait. It was not a sequel, but it was almost like a spiritual sequel from my understanding. And Kevin Can Wait was a prequel to King of Queens? No, because the main character was a retired cop in Kevin Can Wait. In King of Queens, he was a delivery guy with no kids. I'm not talking about Kevin Can Fuck Himself yet. I'm talking about King of Queens being and Kevin Can Wait being a spiritual. Oh, to Kevin Can Fuck Himself, kind of. Oh, not based on the plot lines, but anyway. So Kevin Can Wait is Kevin James in a very similar situation where he's married to a woman and he retires as a cop, thinking he's going to get to enjoy his later years. And then he finds out that there's a lot of drama going on in his household with his family. And he has to put his family back together, and it's another kind of bumbling dad sitcom, right?
Mhm.
That show was canceled after 2 seasons, in which they unceremoniously killed off the wife because they ran out of ideas. So
Note, this is not what Ayrton's going to do with his next wife.
So we
Minecraft.
then enter the show Kevin Can Fuck Himself, that does not star Kevin James, but it does star someone who's supposed to represent the character that Kevin James always plays in these sitcoms. And this thing is filmed in such a way that it fascinated me into watching 2 seasons of it when I had no interest in it whatsoever to start with. So there's two different filming styles of each episode. So you have some scenes that are filmed in a multi-camera sitcom style. So, it's just like, the couch, the laugh track, the whole 9 yards that you're used to from like a Married with Children or a King of Queens, right? But then when the main character, Kevin, is not on screen, it switches to a darker aesthetic and a single camera drama. And then everything just kind of gets really fucking intense, like a TV drama as opposed to a comedy.
Mhm.
And this goes on with a clear ending after 2 seasons, but it basically shows how the wife of Kevin it has to get away from him, and it goes through her trying to kill him, her framing her framing a hitman to be a drug dealer to get her best friend off. It, it it's old. It's like 2021, or not old, but it's like 2 years old. It's done. It's not. There's not going to be any more of it. But it's fucking interesting, and the way it's filmed is really unique. And I now that I've seen it, I don't think I'll be able to appreciate anything filmed like it again because it'll just be kind of knocking it off. But I'm really glad that I got to experience something that was filmed in that way because it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So if you wanna experience something that's half sitcom, half drama, and actually done well, check out Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
Mm.
Now you know what wasn't done well? Chaos.
Why
So
wasn't it done well?
Well, I was about to get into that. So Chaos is Netflix's big prestige show based around the Greek gods with Jeff Goldblum as Zeus.
That's an interesting choice.
It does not go well for them.
I mean,
So
it should have been an interesting choice.
But no. So the main plot line is Zeus is having a midlife crisis, and his midlife crisis is going to cause, reality to fall apart. There's a B plot of Dionysus being an F up and trying to figure his life out. And in the process of doing that, he helps Orpheus get to Hades to steal his woman back from Hades. Orpheus was just an a-hole who did that. Made it so she couldn't go to the cycle of renewal, which turns out is a scam that the gods were using to condense human souls into magical water to make them immortal, which isn't how the Greek mythology works. There's also the Fates, who are all played by trainees, and they later get set on fire by Zeus, which is an interesting artistic choice in our current cultural time frame, considering about violence against gay people. We also have another main character who is also a tranny, who is pretending to be a woman so he can live with the Amazons, and then later gets murdered because he was illegally living among women as the Amazons, and they held a grudge. They killed him. There's the Princess of Crete, who kills her dad because she found out that her dad kept her brother the Minotaur imprisoned. There's a terrorist cell, and by terrorist cell I mean really bawdy artists who dropped a bunch of poop on the altar of the gods, which was part of Zeus's midlife crisis.
Hold on, Larry. Hold up, real quick. I thought we had already reviewed the Eternals.
No. This is better than the Eternals, but only just barely. Hades and Hera are having an affair. And of course, because this is a shitty streaming series, episode 8 is all about, hey, you guys, if we get another season, we promise we're totally going to do something interesting. We swear. There's a plot point that Zeus had a really cool watch from Hercules that was his lucky watch, and he started going crazy because he couldn't find it.
Okay.
And Jeff Goldblum played Zeus like an extremely coked out movie executive.
So, as Jeff Goldblum?
I mean, Jeff Goldblum has never been a movie executive.
Well, fair.
I mean, the real question is, was he channeling his character from Thor 2 again?
No. That character at least had charm.
Okay.
I have heard of that. I need to go find that. See if I can watch it. I have heard of that, and I've heard it's interesting.
Yes. Last night, Ty and I actually were checking out Mr. In Between. It's not bad. It had the funniest bit of violence. Just because a guy is passed out from his beating doesn't mean he's dead.
That's why you got to beat him some more.
Well, the thing is, they thought he was dead.
Yep.
So they were like, well, we've got to get rid of the body. It's like, okay. So we got to chop it up. It's like, okay. So chop it up. Well, fuck you. But what? No, you have to chop it up. It's like, no, you called me to help you. I'm not going to help you chop up a body. What the fuck? It's like, look, chop up the body. I'll go distract the wife. Okay. Goes back upstairs, distracting the wife. Guy picks up hatchet, chops body. Body wakes up and screams. And you hear it from upstairs.
Well,
It's like, what
I
the
mean,
fuck is that?
You're in for a penny, in for a pound at that point, right?
Well, no, it's extra funny because the guy in question is like his brother-in-law, who decided, obviously, I need money. What am I going to do? I'm going to rob my in-law that I already got shot by criminals because I'm a piece of shit. So it's like, why are we even trying to negotiate with this man? He's clearly both an idiot and a jerk. It's just extra special.
I've seen a lot of clips of it from Netflix, or
Yeah.
not from Netflix, from fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
It shows up on my shorts reel. Which let me take a quick aside real quick. YouTube, if you're out there and you're listening, waiting for me to break terms of service so you can finally terminate the channel.
I mean, I can break our terms of service real easily if you want.
Give me a minute. Let me get my address out there.
Let him cook.
Just do me a favor. Let TikTok be TikTok and remove the shorts from YouTube because it's a goddamn time sink and I get trapped in there at least 3 times a day.
I've literally never gone through YouTube Shorts.
It's never do it. Just don't do it.
Well, most of the people who do YouTube Shorts just steal other people's content from TikTok.
Yeah, and animate it, or But in any event, it's a time sink, and it makes me unhappy. I have discovered some really funny shit from it, so I do appreciate that. Without it, I wouldn't know about Mandatory Fun Day, and that would be a crime. But in the grand scheme of things, I do think that it is the worst, and everyone involved should feel bad. So,
I mean, speaking of TikTok, do you want to see this latest psycho chick that I stumbled across?
Want to, or am going to, because you're going to play it regardless of what I say.
I mean, we can save it for later in the show, but segues and all.
Segway.
Segways are the things that I wish they had at Disney, and they don't.
Really?
They do not have segways at Disney.
Huh.
You can get strollers, but segways are a lot less common in life than I thought they would be.
Weird. My favorite thing when I lived in Chicago was watching tourists try and, because they did Segway tours of the city, so watching them try and teach random fat tourists to use Segways and watch them like run into walls and shit was endlessly entertaining.
You would think with how hard Disney decided to suck Peter Dinklage's dick that they'd have Segways.
Well, no segue. Anyway, go ahead, Ayrton. And what's this thing you're gonna?
Oh, I have the screen up. Just waiting for one. There we go. Okay.
When I started dating my ex-boyfriend, I told him I wouldn't make a puppet of him when we broke up. But he also told me that he would stop
That's
taking
going a
road
little
trips
too fast.
recreationally. Sometimes we say things we don't mean. So when I woke up this morning, I just had to start one. I began by carefully tracing and cutting out the foam head base for the puppet and then placing that aside. I then grabbed my hot glue gun, setting aside a few extra pieces before I began.
I need a girlfriend who's crazy enough to make a puppet of me.
I mean, start drinking
When I
Robitussin.
finished that, I then grabbed a piece of cardboard and began outlining and cutting out the bottom and top mouth boards. These will act as foundation to go underneath the foam. Cutting cardboard can be a little difficult, but so is dating a man who enjoys frequently robo-tripping, so we persevere. Once those were cut out, I then grabbed some fabric that I'm going to use to line them, carefully tracing each piece, one to go on top and one to go on the bottom. I then carefully measured and cut some elastic to go on either side of the mouth board, pinning each one into place. After sewing on the elastic, I then took each cardboard piece of the mouthboard and hot glued them to either side of the fabric. Using hot glue is not the sturdiest way to
We're
do
not
this.
gonna die,
I
Ty.
inhaled a little bit too much contact cement glue when making previous ex-boyfriend puppets, so in an attempt to maintain...
Just did you catch
Wait a
that?
minute,
This
wait a
isn't the
minute.
first time she's made an ex-boyfriend puppet.
She actually established that earlier.
However, Ty, I do believe we are watching the creation of an actual voodoo doll.
She does have a video of turning one into a voodoo doll.
And stay present
Oh,
within
God.
my body, I will be sticking with hot glue for now. After carefully securing the fabric to the mouthboards, I then...
I mean, I also appreciate she's tried to do an ASMR bit with her vocalization.
A shade of red that perfectly matched the light bulb he would send me photos of himself staring into as he did what he described as clockwork oranging himself. Do with that what you will. I then brought back out the foam and began gluing it to the mouthboard pieces.
And she has a sequel where she makes him a little puppet Robitussin bottle for
so
the
it might
puppet.
not have been that carefully. After finishing this piece, I began to work on the eyes of the puppet. I grabbed 2 blocks of clay, and while my oven preheated, I began to sculpt the shape around the white eye base. I have no idea how to sculpt things, so most of these look really ugly up close. But I'm hoping it's ugly in an endearing way. I then got out some parchment paper that I used to line the baking sheet that the eyeballs will be going on.
You are
in the
correct, Ty.
oven. The oven is preheated to 230 degrees.
This is like voodoo Taylor Swift.
For about 30
I know,
minutes.
right? Isn't this wonderful?
That I occasionally read.
She's also heating her clay in her own oven.
And began
Yeah.
carefully lining the pattern for the hands.
I told you
body,
she's a
and feet,
psychopath.
which I horribly freehand. I then pin each part of the fabric to make sure that it stays in place, but it still looks a little bad. After pinning the fabric, I then cut out each part of the body and put it in a bowl to rest and rise overnight.
Wait,
After
what?
a long night of reliving this relationship,
I'll go back because that's like my favorite part of the video.
after pinning the fabric, I then cut out each part of the body and put it in a bowl to rest and rise overnight. After a long night of reliving this relationship in my dreams, I then removed the puppet that had risen from the bowl and examined
Oh
him
my God.
closely.
What the fuck am I looking at?
His little hair and began to secure
Those
it to
dead
his feet.
eyes.
Once his hair was
Hers are the
all glued on,
puppets.
I then got out his tiny little tuxedo
Yes.
and dressed him in it.
That's actually the ex-boyfriend's scalp. That's not a wig.
For my next single that is about my ex-boyfriend. Before we left, I made him take a long, hard look at himself. Then we went to the shoot.
What the fuck, man?
So
I need an adult. I need a different adult. Church doesn't count.
I did look up this chick's TikTok, and her entire TikTok is just this.
Church doesn't want to come back.
Somebody was looking for an adult, and that's just not it.
I entirely understand noping out of that, because that is all the nope. That is nope on a rope.
I don't know. Her other ex-boyfriend puppet has a dirt stash and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
I don't remember dating this girl.
You answered that in a very Bill Clinton way.
Are you actually? Did you ever read Bill Clinton's book, My Life?
No.
No, but I did finish Elon Musk's book, the autobiography called Elon. Or the biography, not autobiography.
So he of course defends himself from charges, but in Dick Morris's commentary book he wrote on Bill Clinton's biography called My Lies, he said he talked about several women.
Wait, My Lies?
Yes.
Okay.
He talks about several different women who were in the room when Bill was angrily talking about how these people kept insisting he was unfaithful to Hillary, and there's like saying, did Bill forget we just had sex last night?
Very good. Very good. So moving on from that, you guys are aware that I have been reading and listening to the Dungeon Crawler Carl book series, correct?
Yes, I figured you're trying to get yourself featured as a character.
No. Because I've read this guy's other work, and he would do something horrible to me, and I don't know if I could live with that. But I have found out on August 21st, it was released on Deadline that Universal International Studios has bought the rights to Matt Denneman's Dungeon Crawler Carl with Seth MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door and Chris Yost attached. And after I got done screaming internally, I went outside and I screamed out loud because this can only go one of two ways. It can be faithful and decent and fun,
No,
or
you are incorrect, Church. This can only go one ways, and that is Seth MacFarlane is going to take a giant rancid douche on it.
Well, I think Matt Denneman already kind of like set the stage to where that's the way the book is already set up. I mean, the main character doesn't even have fucking pants on.
I don't know. I can't stand
Oh, wait a
Seth
minute.
MacFarlane and his writing.
No. I have to roll back because I just realized I confused my Seths. If I have to choose, I understand where you're coming from, Ayrton, but if I have to choose, I'd prefer a terrible Seth MacFarlane joint to a halfway decent Seth Rogen joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a hard one.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're an asshole, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, but you knew I was an asshole when you bred me on the show.
I didn't. I just, I haven't figured out a way to get rid of you without you killing me in my sleep.
Hey, careful what you say, Ty. I got worse shit lined up. And
Wait a minute.
So, the article goes on to say that Universal and Seth MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door are set to develop a TV adaptation of the novel Dungeon Crawler Carl. Chris Yost, best known for his writing on Thor Ragnarok and The Mandalorian, hold on, Thor Ragnarok and The Mandalorian are two decent examples of the Marvel and Star Wars franchises, are set to adapt the book. UIS, which is be part of the Universal Studio Group, grabbed the right to the novel in what's described as a highly competitive situation. Denneman's indie novel Dungeon Crawler Carl has sold more than 1 million copies, initially having been self-published as an ebook and audiobook. 5 sequels have followed, and Denneman has raised major sums on Kickstarter to publish special edition. I actually just got a hardcover for my birthday off of Amazon. So, blah, blah, blah. He recently signed a publishing deal with Penguin Random House. That's what the hardcover version of the book released August 27th. The novel is set in a world where an alien invasion has wiped out most of humanity, and survivors are forced to fight for their lives in a sadistic intergalactic game show. Coast Guard vet Carl finds himself paired with his ex-girlfriend stuck-up tiara-wearing, award-winning show cat Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chunk, as they try to save the world, try to survive the end of the world, fighting monsters, aliens, and an insane AI, and even other survivors. MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door, the project joins the slate, also including Peacock's Ted, an adaptation of the graphic novel series, The Shrouded College, and the revival of Herman Wouk's classic American war novels, The Winds of War, both of which are also for Universal. The company has a multi-year deal with Universal, through which comedy Ted was launched in January. Dungeon Crawler Carl has captured the enthusiasm of fans around the world. We cannot wait to dive into this world with Matt, our partners at Fuzzy Door, and the brilliant Chris Yost bring this universe to screen. Matt captures genre bending at its best with his laugh out loud and emotionally gut-wrenching characters. That, coupled with the semi-grounded but unique sci-fi world Dungeon Crawler Carl takes place in, makes it an ideal Fuzzy Door project. Denneman, a writer, artist, and musician, well, bass player, has authored several books. He is represented by WME, Steph Fishman at the Gurnett Company, and Matthew Sugarman. Blah, 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 blah.
Church. WME Church is the William Morris agency. That's their
Now,
abbreviation.
As a member of Matt Denneman's Patreon, he did confirm this announcement and said that there's a very good chance that nothing will come of this. However, it is much further along than many projects make it.
So they got the option, and they're actually really interested.
Yes. But obviously, this will be something that I will personally review episode by episode, depending, well, not depending, but because of how much I love the books, and it may, in fact, be the death of me.
It probably will.
But what
However,
what if we could get Dungeon Crawler Carl into Marvel Cinematic Universe's Secret Wars?
I'd probably have to start a shotgun. Like that. But no, like I said, I'm going to have to be slightly optimistic just because the show is just insane enough that anyone that picks it up and tries to make it less insane will face the backlash of 1,000 nerds. And I mean, that has seen some success of writing, of course, of certain things like Sonic. So
yeah, but Sonic nerds are on like a whole different level.
If you get into Matt Denneman's works, you're like a Sonic nerd with a machete.
I don't know. I picture Sonic nerds like would have definitely done some like IRA shit to the executives' offices if they hadn't have fixed it.
I mean,
I stand by what I said.
All right.
I mean, I vaguely wish that Sonic nerds would do some IRA shit to some people in Minecraft, but we can't agree on who to do it to.
So, what else? What else did you have, Larry? Anything else?
That was my planned contribution. Well, we could talk about dungeon tacos.
Oh,
Talk
speaking of
about
speaking of tacos, yes, I had this at the ready.
Let's go.
This is how I made my husband listen to tacos. I had to use scissors to separate this meat because it was so tough. I seasoned it and I added Monterey Jack cheese and I mixed that together with my hands and put it on taco shells and cooked it in the oven. And of course, I served it with rice and I added hot sauce. And then, of course, I hand fed him. This is how.
So
I believe Church
Oh,
got
Church
out
is just
because,
gone.
because was that brown meat?
That was a placenta.
That was placenta.
Oh, Church,
Oh.
take me with you.
So anyway, Ayrton, as your punishment, please pull up the dungeon tacos.
God
Let
damn
me
it.
find that one.
Why is this Ayrton's punishment? Clearly, it's punishing me.
I don't think you know what the word near means, Ty.
There we go. There we go. There's the link. The second one's
Look,
better
we
one.
talk about a lot of things people
okay.
should do in Minecraft.
Dude, I straight up said worse stuff to one of those political survey people on the phone the other day.
So if you could bring that up, Ayrton, there we go. So there's controversy on the internet about this image. Rune, can you explain this image for the less initiated here in the show?
All right. more than likely, this is a prepared, because we don't know if it's AI or not, depiction of the spell Hero's Feast. So people are having a feast, although it looks more like a modern
Wait,
mukbang.
are we about to complain about the fact that there are tacos here?
And
Well, that is
sushi.
one of the problems.
If I'm
that is-
having a feast and there are not tacos, I am
Or
fucking starting
sushi.
a riot.
No.
Yeah.
The problem is not the taco or the sushi or indeed any of the individual components. It is all of the components together, and that this does not reinforce any of the themes of heroism or adventure in D&D.
What food would reinforce themes of heroism?
Why have the Hero's Feast as your image? Why is this the thing you're going to push in your art? That is your preview you're going to share with the world? And why is it a glowing fucking taco summoned by a halfling wielding a fucking flagon at a table that has wine and fish with green sauce and sushi and noodles, even though the elf is clearly having an actual modern cup of ramen while having some kind of orgasm, and chicken nuggets shaped like fish, and some kind of mutton leg that's been tied off by rope, or it could be a giant chicken leg, who the fuck knows, and a fucking pumpkin with a ladle in it that's probably a soup and a squash, and it's got fucking nachos, and it's got whatever the fuck potato wedges are there, and tea, and fucking shish kebab, all at once. Why all of it? Why all of it in one place at one time? Explain it to me, Ayrton. Make it make sense. Work the potato, you little southern whack job.
Look. The problem is first the composition of the table. He's not heroic or a feast or magnificent. It's like a neighborhood potluck gone wrong. So what exactly is the controversy regarding this? What's the whole perspective of the debate, Rune?
Well, before I say my piece, I'm going to point out.
That wasn't your piece that you just said?
I know. I want to be clear. I say this with respect to the person that I'm about to describe. He knows who he is. I doubt he's watching this show. But if in some future point somebody redirects him here, understand this descriptor is not a accusation. It is a adjective. A Australian douche canoe threw a snit because of tacos and sushi in the painting. So everybody else who is a douche canoe stepped forward to go, "That's racist!" And now they're all having a stupid fucking slap fight about taco versus non-taco in their D&D. And they're both fake, and they're both gay, and they can both get fucked.
Hey, did you guys know that Boba Fett had a black suit?
I did not.
He even called himself Django when he wore it. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, shit.
That's all I got on that. That's it. That's how much I care about this feast shit.
I mean, that's how much you should care. It is an objective controversy caused by fucking losers. But oh man, if you ask them, it is the most severe thing of the moment, because that's the grift.
Oh.
So, Ayrton, what horrors do you have for Rune today?
Well, I want to posit that I gave everyone an extremely positive food video that we should totally
Yeah, we should watch that.
Which one was that?
The one that was very hard to watch. We couldn't really see what was going on there.
Yeah, I didn't actually see any food. I think we need to seriously study this and find the food, because both it's a food video.
All right. Well, I'll play this one and I'll get the other one lined up in the
I
other
will.
tab.
I will send the link into the private for you.
Okay. Or that.
All right. Oh, I don't like that words there. I don't like those words there at all.
I mean, there's more words to it. Those are just the main ones, Larry.
Yes, but I don't like those words in combination with that image.
You're not American if you do not have a gelatinous testy drawer in your fridge. That is an entire drawer dedicated to raw nuts and gelatine, and I keep this in my fridge 24/7 if I ever want a snack. And today I'm going to show you how to make it right at home. All you're going to do is take your fridge drawer out and put it in the sink. Then we're going to add our gelatine to the bottom and a little bit of water.
I love that he keeps saying gelatine. I don't know why, but that just gets me.
No!
And here's the super fun part. You're just going to dump your nuts into the drawer just like that. I remember growing up, my Mima would always have a gelatinous testy drawer in her fridge for any time the kiddos would come over. And then all you're going to do is mix it around in the drawer just like that. We want a nice consistency, and then we're just going to slide it right back in our fridge just like that, guys. If you wait around 12 to 24 hours, you should open it back up and pull it out. It will be nice and solid.
Hold up. Can you go back a little bit?
No, he did not clip the drawer in correctly.
No. I want back a little bit more.
Keep going.
Right there. Well, what's that above the drawer there?
That I have no
in
idea.
Our fridge just like that, guys. If you wait around 12 to 24 hours, you should open it back up and pull it out. It will be nice and solid. We would rather let it sit too long than have it be a little soupy, and then we're just going to plop it in our sink and begin to pull it out and throw it on our table just like that, guys. Make sure you try this and let me know if you like it.
I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, I have a gelatinous testy drawer.
Right. Your Mima taught you to do that.
Yeah.
There are occasions, Church, where I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I'm...
You know, I can see that she's had the benefits of a high dairy diet.
I still don't see any cooking in this video.
What are you talking about? That mac and cheese looks amazing.
What mac and cheese?
Perfectly cooked steak. With garlic butter. Now, we do get a little out of hand putting macaroni and cheese on a steak sandwich. You could just as easily have that as a side. I mean, that's gonna make a big mess when you try and eat it.
It really is.
All of our angel hair into the blender. Just crack it up.
I think I've seen this one before.
No. Why? That's just sand.
And you want to make a little hole, like a little.
Well, how else are you gonna make pasta out of it, Rune?
Break this egg up with our hands. We are making fresh pasta out of pasta. Another egg, all combined, nice and hard, and start rolling. Let's make some feta cheese. Fingers, pretty good, and we've got our nice new fresh pasta noodles. Why would you eat this when you can eat this? So let's carefully drop our noodles.
Why would you eat any of that?
French fries. You can just tell that these are perfectly cooked by how heavy they are. Nice and chunky, just the way I like it. Can't disrespect our pasta. We need to add some Parmesan cheese.
You already disrespected the pasta.
Oh God!
Oh no! Can we go back to the steak sandwich, please?
No.
Let's see. I tried exercise, gone wrong. Then ate Subway instead.
Ty, we can't kick the white people out of the kitchen because then I mean that's half of our show every week.
It really is.
I mean, does this mean I am an honorary not white? Is
No.
that an acceptable thing? Because I don't fuck up food. I
will
make food
say,
like a decent human being.
Subway apparently introduced a for right now they've got a buy one get one online, and I believe that they have a sandwich menu where they've dropped the price of the sandwiches down the foot long to $6.99.
If you order it on the app.
Is it only on the app?
A little bit of my Subway.
Yep.
Ah man. There is a star next to the announcement. I didn't catch that.
She really is failing at exercising.
Well, look, when you're that
Speed that up a little bit.
obese, eating is actually burning calories.
It is not my fetish, Ty.
Fair.
Oh, it's only through September 8th.
This is us doing anthropological research.
It's time.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it?
Well, yeah, we're studying a British person. They
Is
might
there
as
natural
well.
habitat?
Yeah, they might as well be another species.
Now, she's not in her Harry Potter hole.
I should try doing yoga. So.
Oh, she's gonna try yoga.
This is definitely going to be like a one-time thing, though, because I don't like exercise, and I think you know that I don't like exercise either. So first exercise on my back. She's got her legs up and down, up and down, up. I am starting to feel a little bit bloated, which might affect me. It might not. Oh Lord.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, she's trying something.
I mean, I'd actually be impressed if she turned it into a fitness YouTube.
Exercise.
Right.
Like maybe 4 years ago.
Like that would be way more positive.
Definitely.
Didn't Nikado Avocado? Didn't he get skinny for a little while and then got fat again?
I don't know.
Because YouTube rewards you for
I have
getting
no
fat.
idea.
Stop breath.
Dude, it looks like she has the knees of a 17-year-old purebred German Shepherd.
Yeah, but what happened to the rest of the dog?
She ate it, obviously.
Oh God. I wasn't gonna say it.
Guys, she's British, not Chinese.
So it's sweaty already.
Oh,
Right.
fair.
God, guys.
She's doing something else now.
Now, Church, in fairness, you just there's a lot of ways to eat a dog, if you know what I'm saying.
She's doing these.
That's the joke you should have went with.
Yeah, I mean, but Rusty Cage is dead, so I mean, I don't want to.
Come on. Oh, wake it up.
Has he still like not surfaced back up as a new character yet?
Yeah, I'm never doing this.
No.
Jesus.
Interesting.
Oh my God. She's still going. The girl in this is like super thin, so I guess it's probably a little bit easier for her. Because I am struggling.
No, there's a new video on his channel 3 weeks ago.
Huh.
I'll cue that up. We'll watch that next.
No, she's doing a plank. Hip dip plank. Which is different. Because you've got to go like that.
I'm still waiting for her to hurt herself.
I mean, it's yoga. As far as I know, it's difficult to actually harm yourself doing yoga.
Right, that did not.
Yes, but this woman, come on.
Okay. Oh no, the next exercise is going to be bad too.
That doesn't look like yoga. What the fuck?
She knows what she's doing.
It has like 500 million views. Oh, so funny. My reenactment. It's literally exactly the same.
Commander Classified, You win the internet tonight.
50 Shades of Ham.
She's doing that for some reason. So this one's slightly easier. Oh my god.
Look how red her face is.
See, this is why I don't go to the gym. I have enough shame that I would feel embarrassed being gross in front of people at a gym, even though it's an environment where they would actually be pretty okay with it.
See, but that's fine. It's the fact that her face is that red after 4 minutes.
Right, but what I'm getting at is that like what she needs is to like have enough shame to be like, I don't want to do this in public. Why are you doing this in public, kid?
Yeah.
Why are you
She
making
gets paid.
yourself a debacle?
She gets paid a lot. This is content for her OnlyFans.
Okay. She's gonna be doing crunches now.
Because there are people who want to watch this.
Yeah, but they're not us.
Remember, she does have an OnlyFans. It's Rune.
Yeah, well, my money is not going to that.
If I really focus, I can probably do one sit up. Okay. Nope. Hell no. She's doing another plank. This time an up and down plank.
You mean push-ups?
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. I cannot do that. Honestly, I don't think I'm cut out for exercise. I'm just gonna have more of my Subway.
That was it? It says gone wrong. You were supposed to get hurt or something, woman.
The gone wrong is she attempted it without being willing to commit.
Yeah. Why didn't you just cut that part out of your video if your audio went out?
Because she's just so awkward. Aren't you amused?
So quirky. I guess we'll play the new Rusty Cage video.
All right. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Get it pulled up.
Well, I have to ask a question. Did he break his rusty cage?
No. No, he cut his own head off.
Man, I am.
He built a guillotine and decapitated himself.
I am displeased that I am an old enough man that only I got that I was making an Alice in Chains reference.
No, I got it too.
Rusty Cage, founder of Cage Tech Juicing Solutions. Wow, I must say, the pre-sales of our lemonade stand blueprints guide have been selling great, and we are very excited to begin shipping the orders. However, there have been some difficulties that have arose. Please allow Cage Tech's project manager a moment to explain. Thank you.
Okay, hi. My name is Samir Subramanian. I am the lead project manager here at Cage Tech. So originally, we said to you that pre-orders for the lemonade stand blueprint guide would begin shipping out in the first week of August. However, unfortunately, our shipping and product supply manager, Deepak Bakshi, has made a terrible mistake which has caused delays in the arrival of some of the products to our warehouse. Specifically, the Cage Tech chopping crew patch that is included in the deluxe package. Okay, so what does this mean to you? It means that now the shipping of your orders may be delayed by a week or two. I know this is very upsetting to hear, but it is all the fault of our shitty shipping manager, Deepak. He is responsible for these delays and this insulting to you customers. We recognize that this is unacceptable and we will make this fixed. Deepak, you shit fuck, you come to my office.
Hold up.
Yes, Amir.
Hold up.
I am sorry. It was mistake.
Hold up. Are these the people who run the delivery solutions for Cyberfrog?
Clearly not. Clearly not, because they actually care about fulfilling.
mistake.
Shut up, Deepak. You have made a mockery out of Cage Tech. You are stupid and lazy. Fuck you. You are fired.
Please, Samir, it won't happen again.
No. Fuck you. You are fired forever. Get out of my sight, you stupid Deepak.
Please, Samir, no.
Ow! Okay, now we will have no more delays. Your orders will begin shipping as soon as the patches arrive. Please forgive us this insulting to you.
Thank you, Samir. Well, with that out of the way, there is still time to pre-order your copy of the Lemonade Blueprint Guide, as well as stickers, poster, patches, and even t-shirts. Join the Cage Tech Juicing Solutions Club while supplies last. I am Rusty Cage. Goodbye.
Okay, and right now it's with me.
Sorry for the delay, folks, and a big thank you from all of us at Cage Tech.
Cage Tech Juicing Solutions. Precision engineering in every drop. Only at cagetech.com.
Okay. That was a thing.
Oh shit!
I have now seen.
It's actually a thing. He's
Yeah.
he's actually selling that. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna have to buy one.
You know, he actually built the guillotine, right?
You mean the lemonade stand?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you see the title?
Yeah.
Would you like to read it for us?
Fee took so long to find the can opener. Food with Fee, number 22.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Jesus Christ. You could have cleaned your kitchen before you started filming.
Everyone, and welcome to
She's still got the bottle of gin sitting there.
Look, she just got done smoking a huge bong rip.
Look, have you ever considered taking more than one take? For fuck's sake.
And also, after she did the bong rip, she drank some gin to freshen up her palate.
Yeah.
Well, look. When you're gonna do hard drugs, you got to do drugs that slow you down to even out the drugs that ramp you up.
Marijuana are not strong drugs or hard drugs.
No, I get that, but I'm saying you do the marijuana to offset the methamphetamine.
I'll take the edge off. Yeah, you do that.
Oh my god. Fucking Christ.
She spawned more booze.
She swapped clothes, but didn't clean up the kitchen.
And her hair's a different color.
Why didn't you clean the kitchen?
The dishwasher's still full.
The dishwasher's still full. The drying rack behind her is still full.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, welcome back to the Truly Entertainment
God.
Channel, and welcome back to Food with Fee. As you know, my name's Fee, and I make food sometimes. Though I will be honest, I'm sorry for the fact that I have been not doing the Food with Fees. I genuinely I forgot to do the prior week's episode, and I'm genuinely sorry. I was really fucking busy, ungodly busy. Like, you do not know how fucking busy I was. Like, this is even late because your bitch is busy. Your bitch is starting college next week with, and so is Stal Williams. Both of us are going back to
what's
the
your major?
education system. I don't know why I became. For some reason, I sound like the fucking queen of
They're theater majors.
Yeah, that sounds
Melrose.
legit.
We moved to LA and my uncle works at the pawn shop. Anyway, 1 second. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I genuinely was so caught up with stuff that this kind of fell to the wayside. But I'm back. I'm ready to do some shit. And this episode we're gonna be doing something kind of fun, kind of funky. In honor of the pumpkin spice latte making its triumphant return to Starbucks second cup at every coffee shop known to man, we're gonna be making some pumpkin loaf to go along with that pumpkin spice latte. Because whilst I may look like this, I am a basic bitch at heart, and I love my pumpkin spice. It's just so good, you guys. I love pumpkin spice so much. It's like, if I could get a tattoo, it would be a heart with an arrow through it, and it would say pumpkin. Okay, what the fuck, Fiona? That's too far. Too far, Fiona. That was a bit too far. But, yeah. This episode we're making
At least she's wearing clothes in the
Get
kitchen.
back to you guys with the guilty ingredients. Okay, so start with this one. I'm just gonna do this with the butter that we're already using. So we're just gonna.
So, Ayrton,
Yeah.
have they responded to you on their Discord yet?
So I got signed out of all my Discord logins, and it won't give me a recovery code to sign back in.
Oh.
So I don't know.
You've been exiled from Discord.
Yeah. But eventually, when I can get back
Fucking
into
lucky
it,
asshole.
Bing, bing. Anyway, and now I'm gonna get my apron so I don't get flour on my. Get the she's a guitar bra. Anyway. Alright. There we go. I got my apron.
I mean, she looks really pretty in the apron.
So there's one half. I'm also making some banana bread, but
yeah, but then she
I'm not showing
talks.
that on camera because I've already done that. If you guys want to see how I make,
You know, there
banana
are
bread,
solutions to that,
I
Ayrton.
will. That video will be recommended on screen after this. It's quite good. It's the banana bread recipe from my childhood, so it's pretty cute. But anyway, so yeah, today we're just focusing on the pumpkin loaf. Anyway. So we're gonna dust those with flour later. I'm just gonna go in a medium bowl combine flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder, cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So another thing I'm gonna do. This calls for 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cloves, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1.5 sticks of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 2 large eggs, and pumpkin. Now, I picked this up a while ago. It's pumpkin spice, like it's the genuine like pumpkin spice, which is basically a lot of all 3 spices together. So if you don't have all of these, you can pick up this. What I'm gonna do, I might tweak the recipe a little bit. I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of both of these and a full teaspoon of this because I think this might give us a bit more of that like pumpkin spice taste that we're looking for. Just letting you guys know that that's what I'm doing. But if you want to do this the way the recipe says, teaspoon of ground cloves, teaspoon of ground cinnamon, teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Anyway, so we're gonna get a large bowl and in a medium bowl. And this says we're gonna need an electric mixer. So you gotta get your girl out. Give me a second. I gotta move the ingredients over so we can get Tiffany out here. For those of you who don't know or might be watching this for the first time, Tiffany is what I named my electric stand mixer. She's named after Tiffany Valentine from Chucky and Child's Play movies. Well, she wasn't in Child's Play, so she's more of Chucky series.
You could have set this up beforehand.
Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide has a step in the room. I'm a hustler, baby. I don't know why I recite that so much. But anyway, we're gonna medium bowl, large bowl. We're gonna put the large bowl on the stand mixer, like so. You can get it on.
Yeah. Uncle Roger should review her videos. I want her to make egg fried rice.
Medium bowl. So medium bowl, we're gonna add all the
Do you want me to comment that?
in this bowl. Then we're gonna add it to this bowl, which is gonna have the pumpkin and the eggs and the butter in it. Excuse me. I mentioned, I know in the last one I was sick, and in this one I'm sick. I'm not still sick. I got over that cold like a couple weeks ago, and then a week ago from today, I caught another cold. 2 times in a row. You can't even imagine how pissed off I am. And both times were after smoking someone else's weed. So, weed.
Oh, hey, look, Church, you were right. She was taking bong rips before.
Pumpkin spice. Anyway, So we're gonna combine our flour, salt, baking soda, yada yada yada. I'm gonna add the salt first, cause I want to. Yeah, I got crap on your life. Anyway, so half a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Now we're gonna do our 2 cups of. Shut up. Thank you. Anyway. Alright, let's get this out. So we need 6 cups of all-purpose flour. And getting my Valley Girl basic bitch voice because we're making pumpkin spice. And actually, out of the basic bitch flavors, which I shouldn't say because I like pumpkin spice and peppermint. Which one is your favorite? Are you a pumpkin spice person or are you a peppermint latte, like Christmas kind of person? I like both. Honestly, like I like either or. I'm cool with. Like I don't mind. I like the peppermint's good in the winter, and like the pumpkin spice, it works for fall. But if like you had to choose, what if you were to choose one or the other, pumpkin spice or peppermint, which one would you guys choose?
All right, guys. What's your basic bitch flavors?
I like caramel things.
Well, I meant out of the 2 she gave us.
Which were the 2 again?
Pumpkin spice or peppermint?
Pumpkin spice. Peppermint tastes like nothing. It's just candy.
She's gonna combine them both, Ayrton.
I'm an apple pie kind of guy. Vanilla milkshake with a piece of apple pie blended into it from fucking Cookout.
Well, what if she blends the gin in with it, Church?
That's like being face fucked by a Christmas tree. So I guess we're going peppermint latte or mocha or whatever.
Peppermint latte with gin.
Oh, well, I mean, you ever had gin, Larry?
I have.
It's like being face fucked by a Christmas tree, isn't it?
You're not wrong.
I mean, at least bourbon, you're drinking a campfire. Scotch is drinking a campfire with Band-Aids.
And a leather boot.
Depends on the scotch.
So that's 1 cup of flour.
Leather boot typically comes from scotches. Bar and intentionally orders nail shots.
So now we've got our flour. We're going to add our baking soda and baking powder. We need a teaspoon of baking powder. And we also need, for my screensaver to come on, into a teaspoon of baking soda. Teaspoon of baking soda. And then half a teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. And then we're going to add our spices. We're going to start with, this is the pumpkin spice. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of this. Oh, I can. No. No. That's the wrong one as well. Actually, the other one. So I'm using half teaspoon because the thing won't go. So 2 of those.
Hey, at least she could do that basic math.
We're only halfway through this.
Yeah. And we're at 1.25 speed.
And then we're going to do half teaspoon of this.
Oh, God.
Cinnamon, and then
I feel like my soul's left my body.
And that's ground nutmeg and ground cinnamon, by the way, just so you guys know.
I feel like I'm hallucinating.
I have been using my time gainfully. I have a palate cleanser for this. I can't find a better source because most other people are using this source, so we will use this source as well.
I'm just gonna sit here systematically.
Whatever you're gonna do, Church, it is so deep and so dark that Discord has consumed it because we have no idea what you're doing. Church doesn't want to live on this planet anymore.
Well, you know, I've got this big
Also,
bag
when
of
I
shrooms,
was,
and I'm just going to
I
start
don't know,
eating them
last
like
week,
candy
me and my friend
until this
in
video is
celebration
over.
of Summerween. I'm not the biggest Summerween person because weirdly enough, despite the fact that I am
You know,
just
that's what I
very
should
soft,
do. I should go get the candy I
Halloween's
bought
not my favorite
today
holiday.
out of the fridge.
It's Christmas. It's like I'm more of a Christmas girly than a Halloween girly, but
What kind
Now,
of candy did you buy?
This might go down easier with fucking candy corn.
Oh God, candy corn?
I only get it once a year for Halloween.
Not Halloween yet.
No, yeah, next month it'll be the month of Halloween, but I buy that candy early when it's cheap.
I mean, you got to get those shitty peanut butter taffies from the dollar store. They come in the black and orange wrappers.
I have never had those. I don't even know if they have those up here. That sounds like a thing I would want, though.
So, Church, what we need to do is next time we're going to watch one of this chick's videos, we both have to eat some mushrooms like 45 minutes beforehand.
Oh, if
see
I
what
do that, I'm
happens.
not making it to the show. I'm gonna be watching Spider-Man cartoons cozy up in my bed.
No, 45 minutes before we get to this. So we have to time it in the show when we eat the mushrooms and then start watching this.
Yeah, I will disappear to watch Spider-Man cartoons in my bed. Fuck you.
so I'm not the biggest like Summerween person. However, there was a paranormal circus in town, and it was actually quite good, all things considered. Because circuses are a bit hit and miss. But anyway, me and my friend went to see the paranormal circus in honor of Summerween, and it was
What the
amazing.
fuck
There were vampires.
is a paranormal circus? And what the fuck is Semberween?
Big booty goth bitches. It was like the best thing ever. There were also actual
Is it anything
acts.
like
There was a guy dressed
Winterimus?
as a nun, and he like did a
What
whole,
the fuck is that?
like volunteers in the audience like kind of show.
It
And
looks
there was,
like that
a guy
club
on
Larry
the
wants us all to go to.
and there were people that jumped through hoops, and there were acrobats and trapeze artists and stuff like, and they even had.
So it's what? It's
like,
Cirque
they had, like,
Olay?
trapeze artists but like they do all this stuff on like a
So,
ring.
so it's a
like,
circus, but
instead
they're
of, like,
dressed
just a
vaguely
bar. And
gothic.
she was dressed as the character from the ring, which I thought was so funny. Like, oh my god,
Why?
it's the ring, girl on the ring. So like I was like, oh my god.
I'm more offended by the event she went to than what she's fucking
So
doing in
now
the
we've
kitchen.
listed all this. We're gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna get good old Tiffany. And we're gonna get our butter. So in a large bowl with an electric mixer, beat the butter and sugar on medium speed until it's just combined. Will do. And honestly, like this electric mixer has been the best thing I've ever purchased. Creaming butter and sugar has never been easier. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're able to get a stand mixer of any kind, buy one.
Pause it real quick here. This, my friend, for your uneducated knowledge, is Winterimus. It's a holiday created by the creator of Control-Alt-Delete, the webcomic that I used to follow when I was a kid. It is a gaming holiday.
I was thinking it was like a Decemberween, what Homestar Runner used to do.
Sugar, oh honey, where is the sugar? I can't find it. I found the sugar. How much do we need? 2 cups of sugar. Lit. I'm gonna use the half cup, so 4 half cups of sugar. So just gonna 1, 2.
She's Canadian. Shouldn't she be counting in French?
3.
Think.
4. There we go. Oh, wow. There. So I'm gonna use. Let's see what attachment to use. I'm gonna use a paddle attachment just so it's easier to clean. You can use either the whisk or the paddle. I usually use the paddle, especially when making loaves and cakes. It just makes things easier. Also, another thing, always make sure your stand mixer is off and unplugged when you're putting your ingredients in, because you can make it with your hands, and you don't want that. So we're gonna cream this for a little bit.
No, you said it too fast to start. I saw shit fly out of your bowl.
I was just gonna
you
say
bitch.
it looked like sugar flew out.
You start slow and then you work up to speed. For fuck's sake.
Okay, it's looking cream. The consistency is good. So we're gonna add the eggs one at a time. Yep. And then we're gonna whisk that until it's combined. And then after that, we're gonna add the pumpkin, which reminds me, if I can find the can. It should be with the other stuff, if memory serves.
This is why you do your mission red shirt before you start cooking. You find all the things you need before you fucking start cooking.
So, hold on, let's see how long exactly. Okay, so at 17 minutes, she says if she can find the can opener. Let's see how long it takes.
Trying to find stuff in this kitchen is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
It ain't hard if your kitchen's organized.
Why would it be in a bottom drawer?
Good question, because that's not where you put shit.
Well, especially not like something like a can opener. You would put that up.
The things you don't use all the time, you put lower. The things you use all the time, you put higher.
Right.
Hell, my can opener doesn't even make it to the fucking drawer. It's usually on the counter because I use them that often.
Yeah, same.
No, we have one. It's just a matter of finding it. That's the last thing I think it would be. Like, we cannot have apple cutters in the drawers on the other objects. Both sharp edges. Oh my god. Seriously. Why is it so hard to find things in the kitchen? I found 2 garlic mints and a fabulous, but I have not found can openers. I never put it up at the knives, but I don't particularly remember being up at the knives. I could be wrong though, but I don't see it. Sometimes we move things around, but I don't know why I'm southern.
So it's been a minute.
I've been doing
She still hasn't found it.
12 seconds later.
Why can't I find the can opener?
So she left a whole minute and 20 seconds in that video of her searching for that damn can opener. You know, instead of just cutting it out. Oh no, she hasn't found it yet. What the fuck?
What? We have 3 things. We're sharking lobsters, but no can opener! What the fuck?
An eternity later.
Well, it says that it's in here, but no matter of where. Another question entirely. I'm gonna have to like take everything out in order to find a elusive fucking can opener. How the fuck do we have so many things? I don't even know what half this is for. 5 things to shuck lobster, but 1 can opener! What the fuck? How is there so much stuff and not a can opener? Another thing to whisk lattes, but not a can opener!
Hey,
I'm losing my mind. It's not in here.
Hey, Ayrton, where does the can opener go?
in the can
That's
opener
right,
drawer.
the square hole.
I forgot about that video.
There is a thing for tea leaves, but no can opener.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Oh, there it was, on top of the knives! I'm losing my...
3 minutes. 3 minutes of this 26-minute video was her
You've
looking
had
for
us
the can
watch
opener.
20 minutes of this, so for 3 minutes of it, that is vaguely interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the next 2 things that I have put into the list are actually interesting.
Can we show this on YouTube?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on fire! What do I do?
Turn it off! Turn it, what the fuck? What do I do? Bro, turn it off! Turn it off!
Tanner, hurry up! Tanner!
I just love how he walks into frame, looks at the camera and shrugs, and then starts trying to help her.
I just love how she's
Grab!
not that.
What is it?
I also love that his name's Tanner. I don't know why, but that's just so funny to me.
You know, this was an entirely controllable blaze that they have allowed to get way too big.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Oh my god! Tanner! Tanner! I don't know what it is! It's exactly a
You don't know what it is. Oh, good. Now it's on the floor. Good job.
It's definitely a fire. And Controllable Blaze. Church, wasn't that your like street name back in the day?
Oh yeah. Yeah, OG Controllable Blaze.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that is a solid street name.
You guys seen that text where it was like, "Hey, yo, what's your street name?" And dude was like,
Oh my god!
"Lil Marco."
Yeah.
It's like, no, your address.
Oh my god!
Not a single fire alarm.
Hey, you know what? You know what? People with fire alarms, very safe.
What's this other thing?
This other thing is exactly what it says on the tin when you bring it up.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
And mind you, they put it out, so it's for public consumption. This is not us doing something untoward.
Is this Guar? No.
This is absolutely Guar.
Yeah. Oh.
Hi, everybody! Well, welcome, Guar, to the first AV Undercover session in 7 years, and welcome back.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
It's good to be back. Time to dominate again.
So what was it about this song that you wanted to make your own?
Well, you know, I'd love to say that it's our long love affair with musical theater. But unfortunately, it's my prurient interest in Ryan Gosling. Had my eye on him since the Mickey Mouse Club. I can't go close to Ryan, but I feel close to him anyway.
All right, well, take it away.
Look. It's scared. What's going on here? Nothing, I see. I think we've dilly-dallied enough. Let's get this underway. Doesn't seem to matter what we do. We're still the band that spews. Too gross, too much for most. Fuck you. Boring metal, it's just all the same. We'd rather entertain than pose around and mope like tough guys scowling goats. We're just one. We are shock rock superstars. Yes, we are clowns and we exist to take a piss on sacrosanctity. We're just one. We'll trash your bar, we'll eat your car. Fuck gatekeeper creeps. Viking metal geeks. We hose you down in tea. So you all know what it's like to go alone on season. It's you more cry when you are not fighting, when my others are bleeding. We'll
I am kind of sad that the audio quality is ass.
Is it not coming through well?
I mean, it is, but it sounds like it's on your potato.
Oh.
Anywhere else we'd be here for. To the darkest I need to live and die. For God's sake, so gracefully. Yes, we're just war. When we make love, we call it war. What will it take for us to be the beast you once unleashed? Don't fuck with me. We're just one way tonight. And we are naked. Hey, check this out, yeah, we're just one. I'm just one, so put yourself ahead in mind. So hey, well, check this out, yeah, we're just one. Baby, we're just one.
Because every so often we have actual art on this podcast.
I will give you the drums did sound kind of flat. That whoever mixed that performance mixed it weird.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be more like the last time I heard Guar sing Wayward Son, which was like ridiculously awesome, but sounded very garage and was it was like loud and clangy. Because it's Guar.
Yeah.
And you know, that's okay. Oddly enough, shitty is part of the joke. And I mean, that does bring us to 8 minutes from the Endo show. Do we have anything else to fill up our time with?
I mean, I probably do.
I mean, is it about the size of the world's smallest micropenis? Or the world's largest micropenis, rather?
I mean, Oh, I forgot I had this. You guys want to see a hood version of Russian roulette?
No.
Is it gonna end like Russian roulette?
No. Well, kind of.
Hold up. I got something.
Okay.
I got something really good to end the show with. It's controversy.
Oh boy.
Hey, is that the right one? No, that's the wrong link.
Oh.
That's the wrong link. Give me a second. Supposed to have gotten the right link
being
copy.
asleep, is it?
Hopefully. There we go. That's the right link.
Okay.
So there's a controversy involving two OnlyFans performers.
Oh, this. I actually thought this was going to appear earlier in the show. I thought this was the thing we were going to talk about at some length.
I forgot about this one, actually.
So play the video for the people.
Holy shit, that's loud. Okay, hold on.
So these two OnlyFans performers tried to pretend to be trans, and they were not.
They apparently took
Mm-hmm.
proportionally sized aids and inserted them while wearing these briefs so that it looked like they were carrying more equipment.
I'm not.
And
Yeah,
these
totally
women,
asleep.
And these women have said that it's okay because they identify as trans,
which is fucking hilarious.
I mean, you know, do what you got to do, I guess.
I mean, the fact that they could do this to make more money on OnlyFans, I don't know what that says about our society, but it's funny.
I mean, for people who give a shit, Short Fat Otaku did a whole video on it. Apparently, it required a full 20-minute commentary. I just adhere to the principle of a fool and his money are soon parted.
Right.
You know, if the lottery is a tax on poor people who are not smart enough to realize that they can't win the lottery, OnlyFans is a tax on the horny. It's their money, more power to them. You want to give it to somebody faking being a transsexual? Fine. Getting ripped off is your fetish. That's your problem.
And technically, the lottery is a tax on people who don't know how math works, but
it is the bad at math tax.
Which tend to also be the poor. I mean, what do you want?
Well,
are you telling me that there's a genius out there who's bad at math?
Yes.
Who's wealthy?
Yes, that's why they have accountants.
That's true. But, that means they probably don't have an OnlyFans either.
Yeah, but this is why we didn't feature this more prominently. There isn't really there really isn't a whole lot to this.
I mean, yet again, ask the internet. This is clearly the worst thing that has ever happened. Equivalent to the Holocaust.
yeah. Nope, we're gonna close out with Hood Russian Roulette. Don't worry, nobody dies. It's funnier than that.
Pull out of the gangsters. This is how we're rolling. Yo, foreign whipping. You know what I'm saying? Benz and Rolls Royce and Bentleys and shit. We got the new shit in, bro. It's called Russian Roulette. $400 a bet. You know what I'm saying? Your life is at stake. Shoot your fucking foot. You win $400, you lose $400 on your toes. All right, go ahead. You take the first shot, crazy. Fuck that. Ooh. One bullet in that shit. Give it to me. Oh God, $400. One bullet in that motherfucker. Yo, $800.
Oh no! We're gonna add another bullet. Crazy.
Fresh out the motherfucking hospital. Niggas talking shit about that ain't my foot. I got a white foot and all that other shit. Round 2, motherfucker. People say, you want first shot?
Pop that motherfucker. Get here. You want to play?
First shot. First shot. Spin them good. Spin them good.
Spin them good. How good you want me to spin them motherfuckers? They don't think it. Woo! Spin them motherfucker. I got a dent. Fuck that. I'm gonna make sure on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't never
want to play, motherfucker. We gonna play. I got his ass. Fuck.
So not only did he get shot in each foot, he lost $800.
Darwin, you were wrong. Because that fucker's gonna breed.
If he hasn't already.
I think that's where we should end this show today.
Yeah.
You think?
So Ayrton, say goodnight, everybody.
Look, Idiocracy was wrong. We weren't supposed to try and prove it right.
Good night, everybody.